Welcome everybody to another Rev Talk. Today we're going to see what is in store about wonder and what it means to you and how to look at the world through a wonderful, beautiful lens.
So the wonder came from my favorite deck, the creatures deck, and it's hard to see, but it's called Wonder, and that's what I pulled. So there's the little dude there, and the stars, and the starries, and the night, and the shooting
Universe.
and the universe, and all of that. And I was out at the farm today helping with the homeschooling event. The kids learned how to make butter. And of course, while we were making the butter, or Bruce was doing this actually, making the butter, took all the kids across the street, and they got to feed the chickens, and got to see the little peeps, and then different ages of the chickens, and got to see ducks and the goats over there, and the kids were just enthralled with all of this. They were having such a good time, and there was a really cute young boy there that he was like, "Sign me up," and it was like, "Wait, what?" And he's like, "What's the next one?" He said, "I'm having so much fun. I want to do this again." And I'm watching all these kids, learning how to do this stuff, and going over and watching the pigs, and just they had such a great time. And I thought, to be able to view new things, or even not new things, just what we take for granted, and they're looking at it with such wonder. It was so amazing to see that enthusiasm and that joy.
Yeah.
The joy in just doing something that what was really interesting too is that, okay, it's an easy process to make butter. It's very labor intensive, time intensive. We're so used to going to the store and pulling something out, and I was thinking how amazing that, centuries ago, whatever, people were hand churning their own butter because that's all they could do. And we have, all these modern amenities. But how cool is it to be able to still do that and have that knowledge, to be able to learn the wonder of it all. They had such a good time, and it was really cool to see. It really was.
Do you remember how in all our classes and angels teach doings, they always say, let the inner child out. Let that inner child out. And that's what you did today. You saw it through children's eyes, but it brought back everything to your heart of how much we have around us that is so simply beautiful and just awesome. And probably some of those kids had never been in the country and seen, other than in books, any of these animals.
Yeah, I don't know. I know some of the kids go to the farm like with mom, because the moms come there to buy the, dog food and, people food, and all that. But it was for them to be hands-on, to learn that hands-on kind of thing. And I remember, it kind of took me back when I was, we used to go on field trips and things like that. I always, I would get lost in my own mind when I was, going through a museum. I mean, I just loved, it was fascinating, and it was the wonder of something new and something different, something that you learned. It was like, oh, isn't that amazing? And I think allowing us as adults to feel that wonder again, even at just a sunrise or a sunset, and to just appreciate and understand that when you see that sunset, it was made specifically for you. And I love that idea, that concept, that whatever you're focusing on, it's there for you. And the wonder of it all, to allow that expansiveness to open the heart chakra, and just,
I was just going to say, to be open to experience it all, because it is all for you.
yes, it is. And what a wonder is that, to remind myself. I had myself really worked up when I came back, and I for me to be able to take a step back and to say, what I experienced today was amazing, and it was so much fun. It was a lot of fun, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself, and I really didn't do much to help. I really didn't. I was like, kind of the herd dog. Everybody stick together. But it was fun for me, to just be there and to be a part of that, because it was so fun to see their faces, and of course, the attention span kind of wanes pretty quickly, but there were some that just really, really took hold of it. So
Just absorbed it all, and just,
it did, and it was really fun. And so it made me watch them and to say, look at, they just see things, so everything's
purely. There you go. Innocently, it's pure because it hasn't been tainted.
well, and everything is amazing. Everything is amazing. They were petting, Bruce was holding one of the chickens, they were petting, they were like, they're so soft. I thought, how cool is that? It was the wonder of it all, and the wonder of the day that just struck me. And I thought, how amazing would it be if each one of us just took one thing out of our day and viewed it with wonder, through, like you said, through the eyes of a child. I said that earlier.
Exactly right.
Through the eyes of a child.
That's very important. I think it would be a much more peaceful and loving world, because we'd be seeing it through the eyes of a child and not all the darkness around it.
Right.
So I think that is very, very important. The wonder should be our thought for the day. And when we get up in the morning, see what wonderful things we can see.
Well, and what a wonder it is to wake up the next day and you have a whole brand new day, brand spanking new, where the world is at your feet. Basically, you are the commander of the day. You decide. You are the divine orchestration of that day.
Yep. Yes, that's so true.
View it with the wonder of, wow, there will never be another day like this. How are you going to bring the wonder to your day?
Exactly true.
I love that. So I would like to, I also want to bring up, because the creature tarot, I've been kind of playing with that back and forth a little bit. Ooh, I don't want them falling on the floor. There was another card that I pulled today, which I just thought was, because, now wait a minute. I have to see what it says, because it's different. So purpose, strong sense of destination, purpose in the journey, focused action. It's the Chariot, which
Oh, precious.
I love that
Oh.
card. I love that card. So that just, purpose, your destination, your purpose in the journey. Purpose in the journey is the wonder of it all.
That is so true.
Find the wonder in the journey. But I just love that card. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this.
Oh. I used to collect snails every place.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. I know.
I'd save them.
So cute. You'd save alive.
Yes.
Save
Oh, yeah.
snails.
Yeah.
Love it. So with that,
I am complete.
okay, I am as well. So we will end this for this week. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us. And we want to remind you to be gentle with yourself, to be kind to yourself, and to know that you are unique in all the universe. There will never be another just like you in all of space and time. You are powerful, you are cherished, and you are loved. And without you, the song of the universe would be incomplete. Until next time, my friends, be well.